He's trending on Twitter right now, Dr. Disrespect.
Why?
I kind of wanted to save him for the main show.
Oh, okay, we can do that.
I'm sure it'll be
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be hot news still then. There'll be more news about it by that time. We don't want to fall behind the,
Just
people
tweeted
come to us
today,
for
though.
news.
He did
Just
tweet
tweeted
today.
Yeah.
Tweet.
And then he changed his tweet because he's
Well,
fucking
it was a
guilty
strongly worded
pedophile.
tweet, so he edited it, and then he realized people could see that you edited it, so he had to edit it back the other way because that seemed like the right thing to do. So now we're back to using the word minor, which is a hard word these days. Kendrick Lamar has got making that just ringing everybody's ears. So yeah, we talk about it on the show though. I'm gonna play devil's advocate on this one. I'm gonna be the Doc defender for sure because I don't think he did anything.
Let's do it now. It'll be fun.
He didn't do it. We only got. Well, I don't think he did anything wrong, really. I mean, he did some morally wrong. All right, so here's the skinny, I guess. You want to do it now or you want to wait for the show?
We'll end up more if he's already like tweeting frantic paragraphs like this. More is going to come out in the next 2 days. Like there will be more.
Yeah, so he had that big dispute with Twitch in 2017, and it was like, what happened? What did Doc do? And it was like, what did he kill a woman? What did he do? And I guess what happened is he was Twitch whispering, using the messaging app within Twitch to talk sexually explicit messages with a minor who was 17 years old at the time. And the way I would defend Doc is I would say, like, you're not supposed to be able to use that messenger if you're not 18.
Where'd you get 17? Because all I got is minor.
I'm almost positive 17 is the age. Like, I feel like either that's what the leaker from Twitch said.
Zach says people are using 17 as a way to discredit it, but everyone else, like the age is not out. All we know is minor.
It's 17 until I heard. I read 17. I thought from the original.
I heard 11
leaker that got the ball rolling. That's crazy.
Some people are saying 11.
That's crazy. That's silly. No, you didn't. It's awful.
I mean, I did hear it just very recently.
You're not supposed to be using that messaging app if they're underage anyway. Like I think you're supposed to be 18 to be on there.
He knew they were minors, and
well, we don't know when he knew that it was a minor
at TwitchCon.
How do you know he tried to meet up with her?
That is in the leak. Like the dude.
So someone accused him of trying to meet up.
Broke the news. The guy who said that he read the tweets or the Twitch message or whatever said he tried to meet up with her at TwitchCon. And then Zach says one of the leaks says 17. He found it. Okay, so maybe 17 is true. Maybe 11 is true. Also, you never know.
Definitely not 11.
I mean, it's alleged.
That was it.
Wait, I have more. He founded a game studio that's making a game. It's gonna suck. It's like NFT based or something. And the game studio investigated this and decided that they needed to fire the founder of the company. So now he's no longer associated with them. Mm-hmm. And then he came out today and basically admitted that it's all true, that he had some inappropriate messages with a minor leading into TwitchCon.
Now you guys seem like you know more about it than me.
Yeah, I mean, he went on. He didn't like send any pictures. He didn't meet the person.
But was he knowingly, like, he knew she was a minor?
Yes.
At what point we don't know, though, which is the crux of the whole issue. He knows now that she was a minor. When did he know, though?
So
it's incredibly important.
Yeah,
because any of it, like, first of all, I would never be in such a situation because I ask such things. It's a smart question to ask. That's my take on the whole thing. Is like, seems like if someone pretended to be of age and then like later went back, like, oh, I'm actually 17. I'll be 18 in March though. And it's like, what have you done to me? I'm the Doc. Like, I could see that going down, and then him having.
Wouldn't that be the defense he was leaning on though, if that were the circumstance?
It kind of seems like it is the defense he's leaning on. He's just not wanting to get too specific because I'm positive that there is a legal agreement between him, Twitch, and perhaps him and the formerly underage party. This person is now 27 years plus 17 is now 24 years old. There's an NDA, so yeah, he can't be too specific.
I mean, but he's posting a lot about something for someone hamstrung by like NDAs and whatnot. So like,
it's a big deal. Not anymore. I don't know why.
Seemingly, you would lead with that. Like, if that was his take and that was his like perspective on it, why would he not just say, "Oh yeah, I sent some messages, and then I found out later I thought she was fucking 23, and then she comes out and says she's not. Oh, that, and I was like, what the fuck? And it stopped immediately. Like, but he doesn't. He doesn't.
He's not saying anything.
I'm reading
like
it
that.
with my other, on the other monitor, and that doesn't seem to be any part of his argument here.
Yeah,
it seems like he's like copping to it. Like, I made a little error, and it's like,
hang on, is it even illegal?
You were like 38 or something in 2017.
He was 35. Is it even illegal to because he's 41 or 42 now? Is it illegal to exchange
what state is exchange messages?
Yeah, as long as there's no I don't think it's I don't think it is. I don't think he did anything illegal. So again, I think it falls back to the moral thing. I know Woody takes big issue with the fact that he was married while he was messaging this underage person.
He's a video game streamer, right? Like if you're somebody who has a tendency to try to get children to fuck you, it's not great to do that in the realm of video game streaming. Like, your fans are children.
Yeah. And I didn't realize. So he was married, had kids, and he was doing this shit on the side. That's fucked up. And
morally speaking, yeah.
Well, I mean, like, just remove legality from it. Like,
that's easy for you to say, Taylor.
Like, it's he doesn't even seem to be denying stuff people are saying. He's just saying,
right.
Man,
basically
what a mistake it was to do this. My bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure if I get back on stream, I will try. I will no longer try to fuck the children watching me play dress up with fake hair and sunglasses and some sort of Michael Jackson jacket. This character I play that appeals to children, I won't use this popularity to fuck the kids anymore. I'm reformed.
Yeah, his own arguments in these paragraphs aren't making.
Tried to meet up with her at TwitchCon.
No, he didn't.
Hey, what are you doing at TwitchCon? You think they exchanged inappropriate messages and then said, "What are you doing at TwitchCon?" Because he wanted to know her diet plans?
Yeah,
I don't.
He also asked a minor about her plans at the TwitchCon convention, according to two of the people who asked not to be identified. Okay.
And at this point, it's my understanding that he already knew she was a minor. Like, because and I'm basing that on the fact that he didn't, or at least I'm not seeing it in here, him denying that.
Right. Everyone leads with that. Everyone leads with, she told me she was 19, right? Everybody says that when there's any truth to that. Not him. He said she was a minor and that was a mistake.
Yeah, he's making it hard to take a side in this. and I have no opinion of Dr. Disrespect.
I feel like you're biased against pedophiles, Taylor.
That's fair. That's a fair bias. His own tweet is not.
I did watch
him in a positive light, which it seems like that's what he'd be trying.
Read the last paragraph and then sentence.
Finally, if you're uncomfortable,
can you do your doc voice?
I don't know what he sounds like. Like, I don't watch his content. What's he sound like?
Oh well.
What does he sound like?
I don't know either.
You didn't even know, and you were putting me on the spot.
I don't like his content either. I
know what it sounds like, but I can't do it. I can't help you.
You know why we don't like it, Kyle?
This is my doctor respect.
Disrespect. Because we're not 17. It's not for you.
So this is
like Star Wars.
Tell me
if for you, old white men. For 80% of your audience.
All right. Tell me if this is. All right. This is the last paragraph. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine, but I'm not fucking going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family, as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear. Yeah, fucking right.
Where do you think he's going on vacation?
I mean, wherever he wants. Doesn't he make more money than like almost everybody on streaming?
Yeah. He's tens of millionaires.
Yeah,
but I wanted you to be like Disneyland for sure.
Lego World.
Yeah, we're going to the Oshkosh Bigosh Museum.
I'm gonna tuck into Build-A-Bear and see what's happening in there for a little while. Y'all wait here.
I'm going to Build-A-Bear corporate.
Hey, ladies.
I don't know.
Definitely inappropriate. It sounds like. Again, I would want to know when you knew that you were talking with a 17-year-old. I think that matters tremendously. And like you said, he's not defending it. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt about why he's not just saying, she told me she was 18, because that would make a big difference to me.
He would have said that in here.
Discord.
Maybe there's an NDA that prevents him from saying anything about calling her a liar.
Let's talk. Why did Discord get rid of him also? Was it preventively because of the Twitch messages, or did he say shit on Discord as well?
Well, I would have. I don't know. Are they owned by like sister companies or something? Like would Twitch have is the left hand Twitch and the right hand Discord, and they're just washing themselves of
it
him?
could be, because sometimes people get banned on like
no, it's
YouTube
independent.
and Twitter and Instagram all at once, stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting that they happen simultaneously though, because like
they knew.
Well, what do they know? Like they're not monitoring his chats to make sure he's not talking to anybody. So like, how? I'm very curious about the whole thing.
They banned him at the same time Twitch did, so they knew something. I mean, they didn't.
Yeah.
And I wonder if YouTube's going to let him back. Like, if you're YouTube and there's a known pedophile or aspiring pedophile on your platform streaming video,
wild.
Yeah, if you're YouTube and there's an aspiring pedophile who's very popular on your, like, do you not say we're done with this?
No, Twitch paid him. Like Twitch paid him his money. Everybody paid him his money.
I don't think he was a YouTube streamer
because he
got
didn't
banned from Twitch, right?
Getting paid his money
he's
just
got
means the
4.5 million
contract didn't
subscribers.
have a morality clause. It doesn't mean he's innocent. He had a contract to stream with Twitch. Twitch is like, you know what? Take your money and leave. I don't want you anymore.
They had to pay him or they wouldn't have.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that has nothing to do with innocence.
Well, I don't think he's innocent. I just don't think he's
an
an aspiring pedophile.
Well, he tried to meet up with the minor at TwitchCon after inappropriate conversations.
That's exactly what he did. But that's not
an aspiring pedophile. That's what they do.
But
this is like To Catch a Predator shit.
Not.
That's like, Chris Hansen steps in and the person he's talking to was really
Taylor,
an overweight
video.
LA detective. Hold on. The person he's talking to was really an overweight LA detective this whole time. And you're like, he's not an aspiring pedophile. He never got that far. That's an aspiring pedophile.
I sent Woody a video the other day of an actual pedophile who'd gone to the dressing rooms to meet with a 13 or 14-year-old boy.
Oh.
And he's getting slapped around by the predator catchers. And Woody's like, let's not be too quick to judge. You never know with these videos. And the guy's running from target from the pedophile catchers as they smack him around.
Here's where that came from.
If the video starts while he's
I need the floor for a second. The video started as maybe's not good enough. They cut out the question. You infer that the question is, are you here to meet a minor? But they cut that out. All he said was maybe, and then he started beating him because his answer was maybe.
Create a scenario in your head where he's not a pedophile and explain it to me.
If he said maybe to, are you here to meet a minor, sir? Are you here to meet Lil Stevie 6464 that you met on Discord? And he's
guilty.
Maybe. It's like, no, this guy's here for that.
He was trying on jeans.
You know what happened?
Maybe he said, are you size 34? And the guy's like, maybe. And he's like, maybe. And starts beating the hell out of him.
And then he uploaded
name a scenario why they'd cut off the question at the start of the video.
Here's a little role play.
The person who posted to Reddit cut off the question. The person who does the predator catching uploads a whole stream.
Did you see it?
And no, I couldn't find it. But that's what they do. I did this deep dive on Facebook. There are so many fake Chris Hansens now. Like, it's like a whole branch of YouTube.
It's a genre.
It's like a COD gamer now. Oh, and I wanted to add, shifting gears a little bit from pedophilia, and hope Doc's doing okay today. I know our prayers here are all with Doc and the Doc family, Woody was making jokes like Doc was the doctor of pediatric medicine. And I was like, that is just low. That is just low. Don't say that. That's
Doctor disregard consent.
I see you filled out your age here, but it's a little hard to make out. Let's just disregard that entirely.
You know how I can tell that
Not really,
Doctor disrespect thing is huge news? Is because the word minor in all caps is trending on Twitter. 150,000.
Kendrick Lamar's helping with that. Let's be honest. Like that's
why is Kendrick Lamar involved? He's a rapper.
You don't know.
Oh, this is hilarious. He had a big back and forth with Drake. It was like the #1 thing in entertainment news. This
you
month.
heard that song, right?
I probably
because it's trying to strike a chord, and it's probably a minor.
Yeah. Because I know Drake's been criticized for being a bit of a doctor himself. So
he's been known to practice a little medicine here and
there.
Yeah. So Kendrick Lamar is none too pleased with Dr. Disrespect.
I
Oh, I
I'm
hope
just-
Kendrick, dude.
the word
so
minor is just
I
going to be.
I was
popping.
talking to Jackie about this. I've been in the hot seat during my YouTube career, and it felt like, specifically, there was a time I won this thing called King of the Web, and the prize was either 7,000 or 7,500. It was something like that, and I gave it all to charity. Well, Wings of Redemption told Holiday Doc that I made more money on the video promoting it than I made from the thing, from the like winnings, which is wildly untrue.
Yeah.
Like I probably made $150 on a video, something like that. And but Wings apparently told that to Holiday Doc. So Holiday Doc made a video outing me, and it seemed like the whole world was talking about me. And it was bullshit. It was, I swear it wasn't even remotely true. And it was just like one of the many little things that Wings, I think he was behaving out of jealousy or something, and something he did behind the scenes that he probably would
an
like
all-time hater. Just an all-time hater.
all-time hater.
Thing to do. You guys were friends at the time.
He genuinely makes up lies about people, like out of whole cloth. It's one of those things where like you hear someone say a thing and you're like, people don't just make that stuff up. And it's like, yes, they do. They sit in their toxic stew of a life and they go, what if I said this? That's sticking his craw.
I talked to Holiday Doc, and I were like acquaintances. Like we played together probably 300 games, like rounds of COD. So it wasn't, I knew him. I liked him. He's really good at COD. So it was fun to win all night when I was on his team. Like, this is our relationship. We're not besties, but we knew each other. And then he made this hate video, and I was like, where is this coming from? Like, why did you do this? He's like, I got a source. And eventually told me Wings was his source. Anyway, it's on Reddit. It's all over my comments. Like, my little ecosystem was covered with Woody hate, and it hurt. I wasn't very good at taking hate at the time. I'm reading this Dr. Disrespect shit. BBC's talking about it. Forbes is talking about it. Bloomberg's talking about it. There's worldwide report. It's trending on Twitter. It's the front page of Reddit, which is I don't know if it's bigger than Twitter or not, but they're both super big.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, Dr. Disrespect can't walk outside his house without somebody being like, fuck any kids lately.
Yeah.
It's huge. I could at least just stay out of the stuff about me. If I go to CNN, no one was talking about me.
Yeah.
So
I doubt he did anything. It sounds like he didn't do anything illegal. Just did some immoral stuff. You shouldn't be messaging 17-year-olds. You wouldn't catch me messaging a 17-year-old. I always thought it was a little like, when you play community games, especially with Twitch chat, I used to just give my Steam out and just genuinely add hundreds of people. I was ranking my Steam account up so I could have 200, 300 friends, and you just playing like Sea of Thieves or Among Us, which I'd like to play today if anybody's down for Among Us. We're about to join our Patreon. We're about to play with the $50 patrons, some kind of game.
You want to try Among Us?
You could re-download it. I even know
mixed in. You could easily get, it's probably 8 megabytes or some shit. You could easily get mixed in with underage people, 16 and 17-year-old dudes for the most part, who like you a lot. So like,
right,
that
but his conversation got really inappropriate, and he tried to meet up at TwitchCon. Like it went to another level. I'm sure.
I'm not defending him. I'm just sort of talking about my own piece of even then, when at some point we'd kind of realize, hey, this guy sounds a little young, and you'd be like, hey man, how old are you? And then like the group straightens up a little bit. Like, we're still gonna be raucous and dirty. We're not gonna stop saying fuck. Like, just because this guy's 16, he's heard it before if he's a fan of the show and he had $50 to join or whatever. But like, we're not gonna like say anything too inappropriate or rant. We're gonna keep in mind there's a 16-year-old here who can't even buy cigarettes. So like, let's temper our conversation a little bit. So back when Wings was like, oh yeah, whenever you drive to tell the 16-year-old or whatever, like, drive slow to my house. So you're 18 when you get here or whatever. It was like, man, you would catch me saying that. Like you catch me saying some dirty shit to some of age ladies for sure.
Yeah, I remember like probably 3 years ago or so, like in the PKA Patreon, like there's a rule in there, like you have to be an adult, like you can't join unless you're 18 years old. And some like 16-year-old guy who liked the show paid for the Patreon, and he joined. And someone was like, how old are you? And he's like, 16. And if I recall, Kyle was like, no, this is not, I don't hate you. I don't dislike you. Nothing wrong. But we're going to refund you the $50 on Patreon. But you got to go, man. Like we don't like, you got to be an adult to be
Half
here.
these people are high right now.
Yeah.
And I think I was even like, think very, very hard about how you answer this question. How old are you? And he went, 16. I'm like, you didn't think hard enough. Man throwing himself right out of 50 bucks. You didn't think hard enough at all. That's how I know you're really 16. You were supposed to say 22, and no one would ever fuck with you again, SpongeBob.
Yeah,
but
you're probably never
You're
gonna.
16.
No one would have known. But
Yeah.
better to just keep these things for adults anyway.
Yeah,
99% of me is like, Dr. Disrespect is pretty immoral. Tried to hook up with a child, knew it was a kid. Wanted
girl
to
tried to whisper me dirty on Twitch just the other
but
day.
1% of me is like, I've been in the barrel before, and I know it sucks.
We'll have to wait for more facts to come out.
That's why we stand with the doc.
No,
no, we don't.
Because we've all been there before, as Woody said. As Woody likes to
already
say,
does not.
Cut it.